Jodan54, back with another epic Pokemon X and Y replay. This time it's a replay against my good old bro, the Pokebros. Now the Pokebros are a really good channel. They do a whole bunch of stuff with Pokemon, whether it's announcements, blogs, Let's Plays, that kind of stuff. They're not as popular as they should be, really. Go subscribe to them. Go! Go! Just pause the video and go there. I'll leave a link in the description because there are a million different channels called the Pokebros, and you're probably not going to select the right one. If you're wondering, they have the channel icon that has the evolutions on them. Although, Tim, the leader of the Pokebros, was looking for a better channel icon. It had like Pikachu and Raichu with sodas playing a video game. It was really good. He has it on his phone and he's not able to make the channel icon. I mean, if I would probably bring like a charger and stuff. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe sometime in the future he'll have that channel icon. Anyways, so you may have seen his Wi-Fi Wednesday battle versus me. Now, that was when a bunch of people bet against Tim because I kept beating him because, not to brag, but I am a pretty good competitive battler. Not like the best or anything, because I don't have my hands on the best Pokemon. Trust me, if I did, I would be the very best, like no one else. Anyways, so this is my rematch with him the following day. I only used one legendary, as you can see my Diancie right there. Don't ask me how I got it. But he uses two legendaries, and they're both Uber, Zekrom and Arceus. But I end up beating him anyway. Although I did use a Mega, but so did he. So without further ado, let's go. I love this music. It's number 6 in my top 100 Pokemon songs, and someone is calling. And it's a wireless car. I swear, if it storms Snivy again, I'm gonna rage. So right away, he sends out Dingus, his Stunfisk. I send out my Sylveon, and we just start doing damage to each other. Because that's what Pokemon battles boil down to. Whether it's slow or quick. So then he uses Mud Bomb. And then, just for gits and jiggles, he uses Endure. That way he'll live this Moonblast. Endured the hit. But Endure doesn't work twice in a row. So I get him. Down goes Dingus. But then right away he sends out Arceus, as if to say, I'm not having any of that. And yes, that is a fairy type Arceus. So I send out my Metagross. He uses Flash Cannon, as if that's going to do much of anything. Does a bit more than I expected, but still. But then he switches tactics and goes right to Overheat. Thinking that would KO me, but it doesn't. I have 5 HP left, my weakness policy activates, and it's Meteor Mashing time. That's how to KO an Arceus. That is how to KO an Arceus. I don't even think the crit mattered. Pretty angry right now. Tim sends out his Zekrom, which is the Pokemon that swept me last battle. The one he featured in Wi-Fi Wednesday. Right away, Bolt Strike owns my Metagross. Considering that not much of anything is going to be faster than that move. So he uses Bolt Strike on my Sylveon. Taking it down as well. So then I was thinking, I'm not having any more of this. I send out this adorable little Diancie, which, by the way, that movie was awesome. And then he switches to Superior. Probably predicted my move. So then I use Moonblast on the Superior, doing quite a bit of damage, just enough for me to do enough damage to KO him next turn. But then he uses Leaf Storm, thinking that would do a lot more than it actually did. The special attack harshly falls, but then misclick. I misclicked there. I was trying to use Moonblast, but then I misclicked and used Reflect. But then I live with 1 HP. How? I don't know. And down goes Superior. Everyone at my lunch table when that happened screamed. No one expected me to live that. That was insane. So I switch out to my Blastoise. The Iron Head is there. Iron Head is real. So I Mega Evolve into Mega Blastoise. And if you're wondering, yes, he also used a Mega Aggron, which he didn't send out yet. I almost one-hit KO him with Surf, but then he Night Slashes me. No crit there. So I then am able to easily KO him with another Surf. My Reflect wears off, not that it did much of anything, and Zekrom comes back in. But then he switches out, thinking that I would probably switch out too. Which I do. He switches to his Aggron. I switch to my Simisage. But then I switch out again. Back into my Blastoise. And it becomes a battle of chickens. He Mega Evolves, so it's Mega versus Mega time. Mega Aggron looks really cool, but it's not really useful considering its weaknesses. I dodge Blizzard, but then he switches out and back into Zekrom. Terravolt is real. I nail Zekrom with Surf, but since he's part Dragon, it doesn't do much. So I switch right back into Simisage. I avoid Bolt Strike against all odds, and against all odds I'm faster than Zekrom, and Leech Seed him. But the Draco Meteor is real. It lands right on Monkey Man, and I live with 23 HP. No one expected me to live there either. And there were some bets against me, if you're wondering, after the Wi-Fi Wednesday fight. Especially considering he was using roughly the same team, along with Arceus. I don't think he's Arceus on the Wi-Fi Wednesday battle. So then, I Toxic him, as well as having him still Leech-seeded. But then the Draco Meteor takes me down. But it was worth it. The damage had been done. And even if I wasn't able to badly poison him, I do have Toxic on my Blastoise. So I send back in my Diancie, hoping to do something here. But nothing happens. Which is pretty obvious. It was just there to see if I could waste some power points. Plus, he would take some more damage from Toxic. Which he does. Bringing him almost down to yellow health. I bring in my Arbok then. With the Intimidate to lower his attack and hopefully prevent him from Bolt Striking me into a one-hit KO. The Bolt Strike is real. A direct hit onto Shiny Arbok. And it doesn't KO me. Not even that close, to be honest. Although it did surprise some people at my lunch table, too. The poison almost finishes Zekrom out. So then he switches back into his Aggron. I sucker punch it, but it fails. So I switch back out. Right into my Blastoise. Then Flash Cannon comes. Surf happens. Double Edge. Right into the Tidal Waver. Does quite a bit of recoil. Surf. Again. And down goes Gale King. Finally, he sends in his Zekrom, which is almost dead, badly poisoned, and super low on HP. One more Bolt Strike, which takes me down, but the damage is done. And he's down too. And that is all she wrote for the Pokebros. Again, I will leave an annotation at the end of this video, as well as a link in the description for his channel. Please check it out. He's not as popular as he should be. Bye-bye.